Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live. Wow, it is a beautiful, beautiful evening here in Western Colorado. I need to get my little camouflage back on. Ugh. Oh. Ooh, it is chilly. Okay, let's zap this puppy around. Look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful night here in Western Colorado. We're in the town of Parachute, Colorado, sitting along the Colorado River, and we are looking for, well, any type of animals we can find here today. Specifically, though, I'm hoping to see an otter. Do I think we'll see one? Honestly, no. I don't think we will see an otter, but if we did, and we caught it on the live, how amazing that would be. How amazing. So here on our live today, we are just going to kind of film along the Colorado River. Any type of wildlife we see, we're going to talk about. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to send me a chat, anything like that. And we'll see what we can see. Right now, ahead of us, we have some Canada geese, or Branta canadensis, are out in front. Behind us, where the sun is setting, we have a whole bunch of geese, literally a whole gaggle of geese. There are both Branta canadensis, or the Canada goose, and the cackling goose in that group, which is really cool and unique. And I'll show you guys here in a second. I see we have a couple followers already, or people watching. Thank you so much for checking out our live stream. I hope you guys enjoy the view. Even if we don't see, a lot of crazy wildlife, sure can't beat this view that I have right now sitting along this river. Look at how gorgeous it is here this evening. Beautiful. You can't have a bad night in Colorado. Right there, skimming the water, is a northern shoveler. Let's see if we can get him coming. He's going to be coming through the shot on the right to left in a second. Pretty tiny. There he goes. So small. He's right on the water. He's so hard to see that far out. But that was pretty cool. So that was a northern shoveler. Oh. Like I said, we do have some geese out there, but they are really far away. So I'll turn the camera. We'll kind of pan this way. And look at all the geese out here on this side. Downriver from us. There's about 35, maybe 40 just in this section. And this is both, again, Canada geese, the Canada goose, and oh, this zooms in nice. It's going to get pixelated, but dang, this lets you zoom in pretty dang close. There's a lot of cackling geese in this group as well. Unique thing about cackling geese and Canada geese, they have the exact same color pattern. For the longest time, scientists actually thought they were one and the same species, but after further DNA testing, they are two separate species with the exact same coloration. The only difference, really, one is size. The cackling goose is a little bit smaller than the Canada goose. And not only that, they have a shorter, stubbier neck. So right here in front, you can see how long this guy's neck is. That is a Canada goose. Right there, flapping, that's a Canada goose. But kind of look around behind him in that. He's got some shorter necked friends, and they're not just holding their neck down. The one a little bit above them and to the left. But it's so cool because they'll just intermingle. And it's a safety feature that they have. The cackling goose being a smaller species of goose have evolved to have the same color pattern as the Canada goose, and then they live intermingled with them because there's safety in numbers, and it gives them a greater chance of survival from different types of predators. And so they have evolved to have the same color pattern as their larger cousin. Look how beautiful this is. Beautiful, beautiful country out here. Absolutely stunning. So we're here live the rest of the night. The rest of the evening until the sun's fully down, until we can't see anything anymore on the camera. We're just going to stay live. So about another 50 minutes, maybe an hour, if the sun will hold out that long. It does go behind a mountain a little sooner than normal. If we were in a flat area, we'd have sunlight much longer than we would here, but it does start to dip behind a mountain behind it. In fact, we can probably show you guys that. Let me spin around. You can start to see it going. Look at this beautiful mountain right there, but the sun is about to start going behind it back there. And so once that sun dips down behind that mountain, it's going to get really cold really fast. I was kind of hoping we'd get a deer or something to walk out. We have mule deer in this area, the western mule deer to be exact, which is Odocoileus hemionus, and the subspecies of that is Hemionus hemionus. So the western mule deer out here is Odocoileus hemionus. It's what we see here in western Colorado. If you guys look, we have all this funny looking stuff on the rocks. It looks kind of like bird scat, but it's not. It's algae that was growing in the spring right up in here and all this. This was just algae that was growing under the water when the water levels were much higher in the spring and summer. And then as the water receded, this did end up dying. But there's still plenty of it in the river, and that's what the geese feed on. A little bit ago, we were filming on another platform, and we had a raft of geese come by, which is exactly what I said was going to happen, which was really cool to watch because it happened like clockwork. A handful of geese that were right over in this area on that side of the river, they all took off and went upstream flying, and they went around the bend and they landed. And then what I said what they were going to do is they were going to float back downstream, and they joined the group behind us, which I knew they would do. It's really cool technique for feeding that the geese have. I mean, if you think about it, they got to spend a little energy flying up the river, but once they get upstream, they literally just turn into a living raft. They just float and let the river current take them. And as they're getting taken down river, they get a feed along the way. So they save copious amounts of energy. I mean, plenty of calories they save by doing that. And as anybody could tell you, the name of the game in winter is survival for sure. And so it's just another way to save energy, save calories, which in the long term helps them to not deplete their rations too quickly for their metabolic rate and different things like that. And that's something else we can get into in another video someday. Another thing I wanted to show you is look right down in here, right there. That is raccoon scat, or the northern raccoon. This is raccoon scat. You can see it's full of seeds. They've been eating different seeds. Some people could maybe think it'd be bear scat, but there's this white, I don't know what you want to call it, almost like porcelain looking pieces. That's different pieces of shellfish and stuff. And so that's how you know it's a raccoon. It's really cool. Raccoon scat and great blue heron scat look exactly the same, except for raccoon scat, there's much more of it as they're a much larger species. And there's different things like seeds and things in there that, you know, the blue herons are not eating. And then in blue heron scat tends to be a little bit smaller and has a lot more fish scales and bones and things like that in it. Just going to kind of set the camera down. I'm just going to let it sit upriver. If anything, we'll get a gorgeous sunset tonight. I don't know where to set this to keep it to stay. Hey, let's do this. We'll go there. There we go. Boop. We'll just kind of sit and let it watch upriver. See if anything comes out. If anything does jump out at us, such as, you know, something flying by or walks out, I'll definitely grab the camera and film it. But yeah, I think we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best with having something spectacular like an otter or something pop out. I actually like that shot with the mountain. Let's go back a little bit, get that peak in there, because that sun's on it. There we go. That's pretty. That's pretty. So we'll go back tiny right there. So we kind of get the mountain, the river. It's funny because I'm having to talk to you guys, try and, keep you guys entertained, keep you guys engaged. And I think it just pisses off all the animals around me. They all just kind of, one after another, they all just kind of left and went a little farther away because they're getting ready for sleep, and they're not having it with me today, that's for sure. Look how beautiful this is, though. Wow. Really like the shot or the footage that this camera can get. It does do it somewhat justice, for sure. All right, that sun has officially made it behind the mountain, and the temperatures shall now plummet. Can I turn this camera while I'm on a live? Let's see. Oh, I can't. Look at this. Go back. Look at, I'm bundled up in some blankets. How do I do it? I go like this. Look at this. Not gonna lie, it's cold. It's very cold, but this is warm, like this. So, we will continue the hunt for the elusive beast of an otter. Oh, they're out here. They're out here. What's going on? Look at that. How many times can I hit the button because my fingers are cold? I want to go up. Sorry, I always have to memorize which way the camera goes because it's opposite what I think. I don't know if I can see comments on here or not. I don't know if there's a way to set that up, but I don't see any comments or anything coming on. So if you guys are commenting, I just can't see it, and I do apologize. I don't know. If you guys are on, you want to send me a message, pop a message on there, just so I can see if I can. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't pop up. I don't know. Beautiful clouds too. Even the clouds are nice. Let's see if I can adjust. So we want to go back this way a little bit, up a little bit. Man, it's pretty sky, pretty mountains. Well, can't make the animals come to you. Guess we'll set the camera this way at least and film a little bit of the birds. Maybe we'll get something to fly by. Whoo, doggy, it's cold. As sun goes down, it gets cold quick. Oh. Getting a little bit of a tussle. Showing his neck, see how he's lowering? He's going to push this guy out, his territorial dispute, and pushes that one out into the river. Now they're all going to chase each other. Look at that. That's awesome. Right out into the water. Wow. Wow. Big dispute going on downriver. Oh, they're all starting to chatter and they're lifting their heads. They're going to get ready to fly, I think. Let's get ready. Oh, coming back upriver. Beautiful. He's angry though. He's going after somebody else now. Let's see who he chases out here. Or is he just trying to get back to his flock? I think he's trying to get back to the flock that he got chased from. Awesome. Filmed a family reunion right there. Amazing. Amazing. It's the kind of stuff we like to see here at Chad's Walking with Wildlife. Family reunions of birds reuniting with their families. You saw it here first, folks. You saw it here first. Oh, there's his girlfriend. He's like, I just fought and I won for. I just fought for you and I won. It's getting dark quick to the other direction now, so this is getting towards our low light time. I was hoping we were going to have a little bit more time, but we'll be hard pressed to get to 30 minutes on this live. Beautiful. No matter what, it is beautiful. Here, take a look around. Well, at least look around, huh? Well, we can. Let's go for a ride. So sun setting out on the top peaks out there. Very pretty, very pretty. But we come around here, look at this. Mountain still lit up. I think what we'll do is I'll grab my stuff and we'll go for a quick walk and see if we can't find anything at the other ponds next to us here. Might as well leave our ambush spot and go for a walk. Let me pack up the blankies, my little blankies, because I'm cold. Ugh. All brushed off here. All right. Got him. We're good. All right. We're going up. Look at that. It's like a drone. You guys even know you guys were going to get drone footage today. Walking across water and loose rocks. Not the best idea. Okay. So we're going to walk towards these bushes because why not? That's where the animals are, right? In the bushes. You can see that the river goes farther down. Look at that sunset though. Sure is pretty. Looks like we can get across the rocks and the water over here. Here's a train going by. That noise in the distance is a train going along the tracks. I'm going to try and avoid some mud as I do this. So bear with me as we move across some of these rocks. Ooh, wow, fast. Okay, that's nothing but mud down. Look at this. See people's footprints. That's not mine. Don't worry. That was not my footprint, but this was a bad idea to go this way. Let me go back. Ironically, would be the safer bet to getting over to where all the wildlife is, playing poker and watching sports right now. All right, let's see. Okay, well, we're gonna have to cross up there a little ways, but we can get there. Geese are getting vocal over there. Sounds like it's a honking good time, huh? All right, that was a bad pun. You can see the boat ramp over there. Which way is the best way? Probably right here, huh? All right, I'll need to concentrate so I don't fall in the water. I'll go right here. Oh, this is not a good idea. Back over there is better. All right, 45 tries later, we'll eventually get across here. Go back to where I crossed the first time. It definitely was the best spot. All right. Here we go. Made it without touching water. Touchdown. All right. Just walk over towards. Actually, we won't even go all the way to the boat ramp. We'll come right up the same route I came down. We'll go up this, and we'll be right back at the vehicle. Look at that sunset, though. Pretty hard to beat that. All right, I think we'll call it there. We're only 25 minutes into a 1 hour that I wanted to make. Some more geese down there, though. And be a little more prepared. Let's see if they fly. I think they're gonna fly. Nope. Thought for sure they were gonna go. Man, there were a lot more geese. Look at how much. There were more geese than I thought there were, even around the corner from where I was sitting. Look at all these geese. There's probably more than 50 out here. All right, one last look at the sunny set. Beautiful gold coloring. I love it. It's so pretty with that snow in the backdrop. Alrighty, guys. So yesterday's live, we were in Flagstaff, Arizona. Today, Parachute, Colorado, and tomorrow, Farmington, New Mexico. So hopefully see you guys tomorrow, and we'll have another great live. Thank you guys so much. Take care.